Okay, so I'm sticking with this geometry here because it works very well. So the next thing I gotta do is figure out how to do the clip-on for the belt, and I need to do something that I have to. It's going to require assembly. The reason is I'm planning on printing the box in this orientation, but the belt clip will be shaped like this. The belt clip will be shaped more or less like this, right? And if I print it in this orientation, the belt clip will be very weak because it'll have the layers going in the wrong direction. So I need to figure out how to do the belt clip in such a way that I can print it on its own, but then I can I can print the belt clip on its own, but then I can attach it to the box. However, I think in order to do that properly, I need to do two things. First, so the next thing I'm going to do is the belt clip, but to make sure that the belt clip is done properly, I need to have some more stuff modeled first. The base, or the body. Extrude this. Here. And it's going to be card cavity height times 1/3. Right? Because this is 2/3. That's 1/3. That'll be the whole card, right? While I'm at it, that 5. While I'm at it, I might as well do this. And also, make that 20. So what that is that's a way for me to more easily grab the cards. Right? Because I learned from this one here that if I don't have that, except I think I do have that in there, don't I? Hang on. Get rid of the outer. I don't need that. The lids. Yeah, I do. See? Except the thing is, the cards only go up to about here in this one, which is very annoying. So I need to make this extremely deep just to be certain. Anyways, the next thing I need to do is okay. rename this to ED divider thumb hole. Okay. Take the base, then extrude this and this, and this, and start at this object and make the distance card cavity height times 2/3. All that goes inside of parentheses. There. And that should make a new body. Okay. And then, whoops. Okay, so now if I extrude all this again, get rid of the bottom. And put it here. And I make it wall thickness. Okay. So now I have, this is the top. So basically, the idea, right, is this is the other one, but it is also the lid of the deck box, right? Because I only need to carry one deck in it, my deck. Sody pop. So now I can now I can go ahead and start coming up with here? Yeah, here. And projecting where's the project button? Where's the project button? Well, I can't find the button in the window here, but at least the keyboard works. Okay. Okay, that's all I really need to have, and then first I need this, and then I need to decide how I want the let's see, that should be at least one, and then this should be 4. Does make sense because no, it should be 6 at least, right? 2, because I need about 2 for the I need about 2 for the thing to go into it, and then I need about 2 to... Yeah, because basically what I need is a piece here that sticks out that I can put a hole in it, right? So like say that's the hole, and so like say this rectangle is where the hole is, right? I'll need some space, right, on this side for the hole to be inside of, you know? Although I don't think that necessarily needs to be 6. I think this needs to be 6 at least. Let's see. Let me go ahead and put a hole in it. And then I'm going to need, okay, if there's going to be a hole in it, this should be honestly greater than 2, because I want it to be about 2. Because the belt clip is going to be supporting the whole weight of the thing. Although the whole thing is probably going to weigh like at most like 3/4 of a pound, you know? When it's all full of cards, maybe a pound if I've got a 60 card deck and like really heavy sleeves, I think. Or I could just be really bad at estimating weight and it's gonna weigh 10,000 pounds. But let's make it about 2.4 because... Wait, let me read my parameters. Yeah, I have a sliding tolerance. Okay, that's actually good. That's actually good. So instead of designing this from scratch, just find, give me the line. Give me the line. Give me the line. No, not that one. The other one. Whatever. Okay. I'll make a box here. That's going to be about 2. And then this should be at minimum sliding tolerance. And that should be plus like 0.1 just to be extra safe, right? And then I'm gonna make another box here. And then this has to be sliding tolerance. And this has to be sliding tolerance. Okay. And then what is the distance from here to... If I put a point here, what is this distance? 3.8. like 3.88, so like almost 4. I like that actually. I do like that. So first, from here to here, why is that driven? Oh, because of this. I don't need that 6 anymore. That was just to give me room to draw things and get ideas. So this should still be driven though. Yeah, okay. But this should not. I'm gonna make it 2.4 because because the slicer. Okay, I'm gonna make it 2.4 because the slicer is gonna cut off that precise point and like, yeah. Now I can measure. I can put a point where this intersects, and I can make this 4. 5. Yeah, that'll define this angle here. That's gonna be driven now, right? This angle here is gonna be driven. Yep. Okay. That should give me what I need. Oh wait, hang on. Another line here. And that's going to be like 1 or 2, maybe 2. Right? Because then that'll be 3. Yeah. Okay. So now if I bring back the bottom and I extrude all of this stuff, all the way for now, but I don't think I need it to be all the way. Right? Except for this. And then I extrude this. No, you know what I think I'll do? Extrude it about -20. I think I'm gonna make that a parameter. There it is. I'm gonna call that belt hook. I don't call it belt hook. You know what? The hook makes sense. It's a hook shape. Belt hook. I'm not gonna call it a clip anymore. I'm gonna call it a hook. Okay, belt hook. Attachment width. I'm gonna call it 20 front. I'm gonna call it 20. Then I'm gonna change this to negative belt hook attachment width. Okay. So if I create a mid plane here between this one and this one, and I bring back the sketch and I extrude it from here, and it is symmetric, and I give it a total distance of belt hook attachment width times 1/3. Okay, 1/2. Okay. That's 10, so that's 5 and 5. You know what? Actually, I should give it a little bit more complex of an equation here. It has to be minus 2 times I'll give it wall thickness, but then I'll have to make it 4. There. The reason I did that was, okay, rename that to belt hook attachment. Okay. Oh. Okay, so now what I can do is see. Extrude this starting here. Also symmetric. Belt hook attachment width minus 4 times wall thickness, and then minus 2 times 2. Okay, so what that should have given me is 2 and 2.5. That's exactly what it needs to be. And now what I need to do is bring back the top and take this whole thing, flip it around, put it on top of the top, and see how I can move things. Hang on, my cat is wanting out. He decided to trap himself in my room. Now I have to untrap him. Let out one cat, another one comes in. That's the law of equivalent exchange. Okay, let's see. So go back into this sketch and now the other one wants out. Hang on. Okay, well, gonna copy basically all of this geometry again. Because I need to basically put the same thing on here, right? So from here to here was 1. Yeah, seriously. These cats, man. Okay. So that's 1. And from here to here is 1.8. Hang on, let me see something. What if I made this one slightly different? I don't know if... Okay. Okay. And then this can go all the way up here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. And then this can go like that. And then that is sliding tolerance. And that is sliding tolerance. And then I believe it goes so that it goes that's 5. That's 3 then. So then that's 3. And that should be 2. Okay, 1.5. Really? Oh, on the outside. Oh. Right. I see why. Okay. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's gonna have to have its own setup. I just want to see how this is going to look. So, and I believe this was 2. Actually, I can just set it equal to the other one, which this one has a size 2, yeah. And then outside of it, on the outside of it, I have that's 3. That's sliding tolerance. And that's sliding tolerance. Delete that and find... Yeah, okay. It's going the whole way. So I'm just going to go ahead and make it go the whole way. Just like the other one, because why not? And then this needs to be 2.4, which I decided. And from here to here was something. Okay. But, importantly, where this is doesn't necessarily need to be, or importantly, this doesn't necessarily have to have this whole distance on this upper one. The reason it doesn't have to have the whole upper distance on the upper one is because why? Right, because this needed that distance in order for the belt hook to slide through this, right? On this one, the belt hook is going to be a much more permanent. So this is going to slide in and out from where this belt hook is. But on this belt hook, this is going to be more or less always in the same spot. So this doesn't even have to be sliding tolerance, but it could be. And that should make that... Yep, okay. Yeah, that should work. And then, I believe it was put a point where, not there. Put a point where they intersect, and that's 5, right? Yeah. Okay. And then this would be 2. So that this is 3. So now I've got, as much as possible, the same geometry, so that if I design one belt hook, I should be able to just make 3 of them. Yeah. But I should actually just design a separate belt hook for this one. Anyways, put a mid-plane here. All right. And then extrude all of this. That's... Yes, okay. Ah, and this, okay. Yeah, okay. Start at the plane. It's gonna be symmetric total of belt hook attachment width. Okay. And then extrude this part. Hang on. Let me go back into... If I copy that, okay, and then I extrude this part, start at an object, symmetric total, paste it, okay. And then take this one, copy that, extrude this, start here, symmetric, okay, so now I have good, okay. I should probably name these planes. Rename that to bottom belt hook attachment mid-plane rename this to total midplane. Total midplane because it's like total of everything. Because like if I can, I should mirror now. This. And I believe it's supposed to be identical? Okay, good. So that's what this looks like so far. And the reason why I'm going to have 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top is because the top one I'm going to pull off and give to player 2. And so having 1 hook for them to deal with is easier for player 2 to deal with, right? And I, as the host, can deal with the 2 hooks. Next, I can finally design the belt hook. Because I've got the attachment point. So, start a sketch on this plane and project this and this. Okay. So then, what do I want to do? I want to not put that there. I want to actually put the sketch here. And then I want to project this. Whoops, okay. And do I need that? And that. Okay. Now I can just get rid of all this. Okay, so here's how this is going to have to work. I'm going to need to put a line going this way. And it has to go almost all the way up. So that it has to go almost all the way up, because if it's like at the bottom here, then the then this will, if it's way at the bottom here, if the top, watch. Right? If this was way the heck down here, right? Then this would be way up at my belt, or this would actually be over my belt, and then the cards would be sticking up so much higher than this, which this is a pivot point, right? This experiences a gravity pulls from here, and this can rotate, so the cards would be falling down and could be at such an extreme angle that they could fall out. They probably won't fall out, but I'm just better safe than sorry. It's more comfortable this way too. So then from here to here has to be a sliding tolerance. And from here to here has to be sliding tolerance. And this has to go all the heckin' way down to here. And then another one here. Collinear with the wrong line. That's wrong. It should have been collinear with this line. And I'll make this... make it 3. I'll make it 2. And then this will be sliding tolerance. All right. Okay, so now I don't think I'll need this quite yet, but I will put a line here that is set as equal to this. So now if I measure that, okay, good, it's driven. Good. And I can move that because that's not in the midpoint there. Let's make that like 4. I think... that's okay for like carrying around. And then if I have you know what, it should go higher than the cards though. The cards are going to be ever so slightly shorter than this, so it shouldn't be 4. It should actually be ever so slightly taller. Yeah, okay. And then this will be... how about 5? 5 feels good. Okay. And then... I also am going to have to put a line here. For reasons that I will get to. 5 feels good. So now if I just put an arc going straight down to about here. And then center to there. Okay, this should be... One will work, but it won't. But I want it to be big enough that I could put it on like an actual belt. So let me measure the thickness of this belt that I just happen to have. And of course I'm measuring in inches because my metric calipers still are out of battery, so I'm using my dial calipers, which are in inches. 1.5 or 0.15 inches. So 0.15 inches will convert to 4 millimeters. So that'll be 6. And this will come down quite a bit. And I do think it can squeeze a little bit. Let me see about squeezing. I've got 1.3 is the most squeezing I can do. So if I do that, 1.3 inches, and then what does that give me in millimeters? Whoa! Okay. 0.13 inches gives me 3.3 millimeters, so I'll give it 3 millimeters actually. I'll make it 2. It doesn't have to be on a belt. Okay. Then offset, whoops, just this, -2. Okay. Extend that as far as it can go. And that I don't like, because I forgot to have 2. Okay. So, put some construction lines here. Um, 2, which is significantly smaller than 0.13 inches, apparently. Okay, I'm going to make this go down to here. Fail to solve. Why? Okay. Now I'm going to make this go down to here. Okay, so now I should be able to move this and the... Ooh, okay. Make that 26. Make that 30. Because I want this one to be the bigger one if I can help. Doesn't matter. I think that'll work. And then if I offset this, if I take these two and I offset them, -2. Okay. Now when I offset it, it'll be okay. now I can extend, no, I can. If I put an arc from here to here to here, and I trim this, constraints and/or dimensions were removed. Which ones? It was probably an offset constraint. That ought to do it. So now if I extrude this, ooh, okay. Hang on. $50.2, okay. So if I extrude this, start at an offset of sliding tolerance, and then I go to 15.2 minus 2 times sliding tolerance. That'll work. Except what I should do is I should take this extrusion here, copy it, and then extrude this, paste it, and then take all of that and subtract 2 times the sliding tolerance and offset it, or start at an offset of sliding tolerance, and then continue to select all of this. Okay. Bring back the sketch. And then cut out okay, bring back this as well, and then take this latest one, Control A, Control C, and then cut out all of this stuff here. Symmetric, whole length, Control V. God, how many? All that minus 2 times, I think a wall thickness would work. Okay. Change that to 4 wall thicknesses, I think. But a wall thickness, that's 2.4, that might be 1.5. What's 1.5? Hang on. 2, right? Half a wall thickness would be 0.6. You know what? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then if I get rid of this, see, the idea is this should be able to get rid of this, start at an object, which would be here. Distance 1, I think, 0.56 rather, negative. And if I have the bottom here, okay, I should be able to mirror this on this. So, oh, I didn't think of that. I've got it. I've got it. Get rid of the mirror. Get rid of the mirror. Get rid of the mirror. Change this to 2. Okay. So now if I print this on, let's see. Let me change this a little more. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully, this will have just enough flexibility to bend just the way I want it to. Change this sketch to belt hook, and then a sketch here, 0.4, like that. Extrude this to here. Okay, I should have just enough to test this now. Gonna go ahead and do some quick rounding off of some edges here. Okay. Rename this to belt hook. Okay. So now let's see. Save belt hook to as a mesh. How many triangles does it have? $502. That's not many. All right. You know what? Maybe I can do. You know what I could maybe do is bring this one out a little bit more. Because if I bring it out more, if I bring this one out more, right? Because I'm worried that, like, this is going to want to, like, twist, right? And that it can come out too easily if it twists. So if I bring this out farther, if I bring out this edge farther, then it shouldn't want to twist. But also what I can do is I can extrude this side to here, right? So now it really can't twist. And then I can swap those and change this to here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I like that. And if that works, then I can add that change to this one, to this side. That way, yeah, I think that'll work. And what's great about this design is I can use this for the top one too. So I only have to design this once if this works. Now I'm gonna have to split this body here. Split this here. Gonna undo that because I'm gonna put a plane here. Offset from here. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I still need another plane though. Offset from here to about here would work. Okay, so now if I split using this, okay, and then I split this body using this plane. And then I split this body using this plane. Okay. Then one more split. One more split. Right here. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. That ought to give me everything I need. Let's see. Section analysis. Yeah. So this is what it'll look like when it gets printed. Okay. So now I can save this as belt hook attachment test. All right. And then I can starting here, suppress all those features. And now I have the whole thing as one thing now. Gonna go ahead and okay. I think extrude 3. So where was this? It was right here. I'm gonna put my finger on the screen. Okay, can I do this? Okay, and then bring everything out to here. Here. Okay. Cool. And then this piece here has. Okay, cool. Go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, see, because from this angle it looks better. Then this is so stupid. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slice it up and get it printed now. Okay, so I think I might be able to explain a couple of things a little bit better now. Okay, how's this look? I might give this one a brim so it doesn't fall over. See. Good. Okay, so that's good. And that is actually pretty good. And it's been a few layers there, so this shouldn't need to change. Okay, cool. This one I'll give a brim though. Brim. Oh god. That's like 3. Make it 4. Yeah, okay. Save that. Belt hook attachment test. Alright. Okay, now open the belt hook. Okay, so I intend to print the belt hook here on in this orientation, which means that I can't have I'm gonna need support. I do want support for this. But that means that I can't have this here tab here on both sides. And that's why, I forgot to save it a second time. Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, yes. Reload. Okay, see, so that's why I extended this and changed the shape of the hole that it was going in, so that this has some sort of support, you know. From, yeah. So let me see the preview. Everywhere. Okay, there we go. And we've got that looks good. Okay. This doesn't need a brim though. Skirt. All right. So save that as belt hook. All right. And then I'll go ahead and get it printed. Okay. So I've got the belt hook and the little attachment mechanism there, both printed. I'm gonna need to fix it. It's easy to fix, but it did want to peel off. I need more glue on the bed, and then I also need to add like this piece is really small, so it's probably gonna peel no matter what. So I need to add a what's the word called? Like a brim, but like only in this local region. So I have to do that manually. I can't rely on the slicer to do it, but I do have enough to test whether this will work. So it's not gonna be able to see in there, but when I look at it without the camera, it looks good enough. Like the quality of the underside in there could be better, but it's good enough for functional purposes. This is a little thin. I might make it thicker. I don't know. But first I gotta see if this works. So if I push it in, right? Okay, it's all the way in, and it came all the way out. Well, that wasn't how that was supposed to work. It was supposed to be very difficult for it to come all the way out, but it does look like the reason why it's so difficult, why it's so easy, is because this curve. So I am going to have to do a bit of a redesign here. Because that's really far away too. Holy smokes. Because if I push this, okay, look. I've got this pushed all the way up against it, and I'm twisting it the other way, and it doesn't want to come out. That twisted the wrong way. See? It doesn't want to come out. So I think it needs to be a tighter tolerance on this side only, and maybe it could be a little looser. But if I hold this down on this side and pull on it, it's not coming out. So, oh, I broke it. Oh no, I didn't break it. It bent. Okay, so this bent before this broke. So this is fine. I was worried about this snapping off because the orientation makes this a weak point. But it looks like it will require redesigns, but it won't require too much. Yeah, it's gonna want to. That's kind of annoying. I think I'm gonna have to put this on both sides, and I think I'm gonna have to make it longer too. On both sides, on this side. Because it's not staying very nicely. It can stay, it just doesn't want to. It can stay, it wants to stay, but it like seems not to be secure enough for what I need it for. But the actual hook part, though, to make sure that that works on a belt, I have a belt. Gonna get that on. Can I get that on? Can I get it off? Okay. So what it looks like is happening is I can get it on fairly easily because this angle is shaped such that it will allow that, but then I can't get it off quite so easily because that angle isn't there on the other side. So I'm going to have to add an angle in on the other direction. It is a little thin, but I think it's fine. I think this is fine. But it is a little bit thin. Like in this direction. But yeah, I'm gonna have to add a angle here so that this doesn't block it from coming off of the belt. Now that's just on the belt though. If I have it on my pants or in my pocket, which I do more often, then that'll be more akin to this situation where it's already on there, right? But I still need to add this so that it can actually go on the belt. But I think that's good. Okay, so the changes I'm going to have to make are going to be I don't know. I'll think on it. What I could do is instead of having it hook this way, I could have it hook that way around this corner here. Can I have it hook like that? I don't know. I could at least give it a barb. I could always super glue it in, but I hate super gluing things because, like, I want to be able to do it just with the print, you know? I also want to make it a little bit wider, so I should be able to do that. I could just make this whole thing wider and this should follow because of the way I designed it. But the principle works. But I think there's a better way of doing it. I think I can do it in a smarter way. So I'll think on it for a minute and then I'll see what I can do.